performance like that sort of almost leaves me speechless or voiceless, actually. But I wonder if you could identify with that.
Yeah, I played well. I was efficient. I got the breaks. I faced some scares. Played well in those situations. I stepped up at the end of that third set. He stepped up as well. So I'm happy. I was able to finish that in third.
What's the scoop with your laryngitis or whatever?
I got a little bit of a flu.
Milos, was the end of that third set? I mean, you were very vocal and you were really urging yourself on. Was there really an extra motivation? Not that you don't want to finish in straight sets anyways, but it just seemed like, especially if you're feeling a little bit under the weather, particularly so.
Yeah, in general, over the last probably 3-4 tournaments, I've tried always to be a bit more positive and vocal with myself. I didn't know how much of that I had in me, so I think I played at a much more monotone level to start. So I tried to get the best out of myself by pushing because I was falling a little bit behind. He was having a bit more looks on my serve. Then I played that great game at 4-5 that he played phenomenal to hold on to, or 4-all, I can't remember exactly. Yeah, but I just try to do these little things to get a better level of tennis out of myself.
When did you start feeling sick, and did it affect your energy levels today at all?
Yeah, I started feeling a little bit of a cough. I didn't think much of it 2 days ago after my match, before bed. Yesterday I didn't. I was okay. I practiced normally and everything, and I thought, okay, maybe I'm on the way up from this. And then this morning I felt pretty bad waking up. Didn't warm up much and just came out with the sort of idea of put everything into the match, try to solve it, and understand the importance of the mental side of things in that situation.
Next,
Yeah.
25th. What have you got to do to beat him? What do you know about his game?
I know a lot about his game. I've watched him play a lot. I've played him in quite a few important matches. He's going to be there really trying to get me to play at his speed, his rhythm. Obviously, he tries to slow things down, play low, so I won't have the opportunity to get too many swings, that many shots. But I got to serve well, and I got to be aggressive, and I got to take it to him, because the last thing I want to do is get there into this sort of game of playing long rallies with him.
Yeah, there's the match that with you and Muller, both of you guys both like to use your serve and come to the net a lot, but I think maybe the total number of net approaches might have been like 30-ish between the two of you. Do you have any insight as to why that is, given how the match played out?
He wasn't making so many returns to start the match for the first 2 sets. He really started making a lot at the end of that third set there. Myself personally, I was more playing on the level of just play solid. As you know, I wasn't trying to really apply anything. I was just trying to be as efficient as possible. And obviously he did volley great in that game at 4-all. Had love 30. I hit 3 great returns. He made 3 great volleys. And then, I had a break point after, but he came up with big volleys in those scenarios. So he came forward when he had to, when I was making returns. But there wasn't many returns being made, I don't think, in the match.
I guess I'm asking because before the tournament you mentioned that in terms of your forward, probably you wanted to do it on a regular basis, like through the early matches, that even the ones you think you can win from the baseline, so that it becomes tried and true by the end. I guess that's why I was asking that.
Yeah, well, today wasn't really. Today was just get through the day.
Are you proud of the fact that, like, those of us who watched didn't sense anything at all about lower energy, or I mean you look pretty good up there.
I just tried to keep it as simple and as much about myself as I could. I tried to really focus on the things that I need to do. Today was sort of the day I tried to play the simplest form of tennis I could really bring. I tried to be the one getting the first strikes. I tried to take care of my serve. If I got ahead in the set and I fell behind on his serve, I wasn't necessarily busting my back to get back into those games. I was just really trying to be as simple, efficient, and fluid as possible on that court, and it was working for 2 sets, and then I had to step it up, and I was grateful that I was able to in that third.